What's going on, guys? I know this is my first video in, 31 days since my past upload. Been super busy with school. Biology classes, chemistry classes, lab classes, foreign languages. I maxed out on credits this semester, so haven't been able to put in the most amount of time towards YouTube. But I do want to talk about the Charlotte Hornets because it's been a month. And not a lot has happened, if I'm going to be honest. It's the off season. We got past the free agency where additions like Kelly Oubre, like Ish Smith were on the team. We got past a draft. We got good pieces. I made a video about the draft. I made a video about the free agent signings and about summer league. But this video is going to be on expectations for the Charlotte Hornets this season. As I look online about expectations, just from various articles, various websites, we have playoff push, we have developing the young core, which I agree with. Obviously, our young core is centered around LaMelo, where as he does good, our whole team does good, which was prevalent with when he played before his injury. And obviously, we didn't end up winning that play-in game with him, but his impact was still there when he was on the floor throughout the season. Obviously, we have other young guys like Miles Bridges, who's 24 now, I believe. He's not as young as many people think. He's been in the league a couple years, and coming out of Michigan State. We have James Bouknight. We have our big guy. We have all these young pieces, but we do have a mix of old guys as well, which I think helps the leadership on our team, like Gordon Hayward, Mason Plumlee, not Miles Plumlee, which can accelerate the development of our young guys maybe, but I don't know. Obviously, when Gordon Hayward was on the floor, he provided quality minutes, quality points, quality leadership. And the only big thing with Gordon Hayward is, can he do that for a whole season, which in the last few seasons he can't, or he didn't. And this season maybe he'll come back from his ankle injury, really bumping, really going. He was averaging 20 points last year. A player that I haven't mentioned, which isn't a young guy, but it's not an old guy, he's right in the middle, is Terry Rozier. What I really like this offseason, and I should have made a video about this, is the leadership that Terry Rozier is putting on himself. He has these open runs in Miami where he brings in all the roster, he invites everybody, and they just hoop. And I think that's really good leadership, and I think that's really good team bonding where you can see, LaMelo can see where the young guys like to be passed, like in their shooting pocket. Terry Rozier can get up his shots. Well, he's going to take a lot this season, so I really like that from Terry Rozier, and I wish I would see that from Gordon Hayward, that leadership, that you bring the whole team in and do some team activities. But for Terry Rozier to take that on when Gordon Hayward isn't, I like that as well. Obviously, everybody's doing different things in the offseason. I like that Kelly Oubre was there. I mean, it's Miami, so it's kind of a given that Kelly Oubre was there. But I like to see Kelly Oubre, be acclimated with the team, realize what LaMelo likes to do on the floor, and kind of the spacing, and figure that out before the season, so we're not 10 games into the season still trying to figure out our spacing and who are we supposed to pass to at what times and who takes the last shot. If we can just figure that out in the open runs, who's the man and who's not the man, that'd be great. Expectations, if I want to keep talking about this, expectations, I think the playoffs is a super big expectations. We were the 4 seed before all of our injuries. There was a stretch of this, like 2 weeks into the season, or not 2 weeks into the season, there was a stretch of 2 weeks in the season where we had, I think, 7 guys injured. We just have to stay healthy. We were the 4 seed before Gordon Hayward and LaMelo had their injuries, and I think a 4 seed is a little bit tough, especially with the Nets, Bucks, 76ers, whatever they do with Ben Simmons, the Heat, Atlanta Hawks. There's so many good teams in the East now where it's not like 5 years ago where it was just the Miami Heat with LeBron and they were just plowing through. Yeah, obviously you had the Pacers, but there's a bunch of competitive teams in the East now, which I think the 4 seed is a little tough, but I think a top 7 seed, if we could get a 6 seed and get out of the play-in, because obviously we didn't do so hot in the play-in. If we can get a 6 seed, that'd be even greater. But I think the playoffs is the main goal for this team. And maybe next season it's to get a top 5 seed. something like that. What I don't like is to us to finish top 3, and I know that might sound weird for you Charlotte Hornets fans, because why would you not want all this success around your team? Why wouldn't you want to finish top 3? I think it's a little preemptive for them to have so much success in one season. What I mean by this is the Atlanta Hawks just went on a magnificent playoff run, and although that's really good for Trae Young to get that playoff experience, Kevin Huerter, but what it does is it creates this false thing in their head where they have those high expectations, and I don't want the Charlotte Hornets to do that. So it's just a quick video of me explaining our expectations. I think playoff push, developing our young guys are both great expectations. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching.